Okay, guys, doing a review of Jetstar Pacific. It's a new airline to me. It's the first time I've flown them. Uh, I flew from Bangkok to Hanoi, Vietnam, and returned. So it was 2 flights. And this is my my honest opinion of Jetstar. Like I say, it's only 2 flights. Planes, 2 planes, one there and back. It was not the same plane. Very, very old, very poorly maintained. They looked well used, you know. They look like they need replacing, to be honest. Airbus A320, flown on on A320 probably hundreds of times. This is probably the worst one, or both of them. Really bad shape. Plane dirty, the seats were old, very, very uncomfortable. The sound system in the plane, like you couldn't understand what anybody was saying. The captain or anybody else who made any announcements, the pre-recorded announcements, any of them, you couldn't understand what was being said. So that wasn't good. For some reason, this flight had 2 menus, you know, for order food. This is a discount airline, pay as you go. It's normal. If you want water, you pay for it. That's normal with a discount airline nowadays, which is not a big deal. But we had 2 menus. One was the domestic menu for Vietnam, and the other one was their international menu. The price difference on everything was, 5 times more expensive on the international ones. I ordered a beer, and at least they were nice enough to say they don't have cold beer, it's all warm. So I ordered a Pepsi, and if the beer is anything like the Pepsi, it wasn't warm beer, it was hot. I got a glass of ice, put my Pepsi in there, and instantly the ice was gone. Like the can was warm to the touch. It was unbelievable. Expensive and hot. The price of food in that, ridiculous. It was only a short flight, so I really don't need anything anyway, but you're on holiday, you want something. But for me, ridiculously expensive. I just did a search for ratings just to see, maybe I'm way off base, maybe I just had a couple of bad flights or found a bad route. But the overall customer service rating for Jetstar is 3 out of 10. Couldn't believe it. I've never seen such bad thing, I always check ratings. If I'm booking hotels or booking anywhere, I always check the ratings. I didn't for this airline. But 3 out of 10. I was searching through quick scan, and 1 out of 10 people, maybe at the most, maybe even 1 out of 15 said that they would recommend this airline. It's just really, really bad reviews. So many late flights. My flights were both a little bit late, not a big deal. But some people's flights were changed like 12 hours, 16 hours. Stuff like that. Even 30 minutes, the flight changed by 30 minutes, you can miss a connecting flight. If you've just got one flight, that's not a big deal. But if you got connections, you have problems. So, yeah, a lot of very unhappy people. Now, on the plus side, for me, they flew out of Suvarnabhumi, where most all the other discount airlines, they fly out of Don Mueang. And for me, Suvarnabhumi, for this particular flight was better. The flight times were better. The only reason I chose them is because of the flight times. When we were leaving and when we would get back, work best out of the other airlines. That's the only reason I picked them. Price was good. Price equivalent to AirAsia, so that's bottom end when it comes to prices, for sure. But AirAsia's got new planes, great customer service, food's cheap, big difference. Would I fly with them again? Not unless I had to. On a short flight you can put up with a lot of stuff, but the chance of your flight being delayed by a half a day or more, that don't work. People have places to go. You need them to be somewhat reliable, and that's not reliable. You know, like I said, even 30 minutes late is not good. The only reason I would ever fly with Jetstar again is if I had no other choice. Simple as that. Okay, guys, not a good review, but I'm telling you, think twice before you book with them. You might regret it. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching.